What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. On last week's video, or in the last video that we did a review and a first look at Minecraft Dungeons. Today, we're going to be diving into Minecraft itself. So, kind of what inspired me to even create this channel to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that episode in a second. As always, if you enjoy the content, subscribe, smash that like button, and hit that little bell, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, on today's episode, again, we're just going to take a look at Minecraft, the game itself. So as you can see here, just spawning in with a random seed. Those of you that are new to Minecraft, Minecraft is a very randomized game, meaning if you start a new game over and over and over again, unless you designate where you want to start, it's going to randomly place you in this very, very big universe. But on today's episode, we're not going to do anything too crazy. We're going to explain what the game is, what the expectation is for this series of Minecraft. So again, remember, we have Minecraft Dungeons on this channel. We're going to do a series about that and the gameplay associated with it. Same thing going on here, but with Minecraft itself. So as you can see, I'm kind of just going around cutting grass while I'm talking here. But Minecraft, as you look, it's a very blocky world, but it's a very open world, meaning it goes down. You can go up, you can cut trees, pretty much, Minecraft, if you separate the name of the title out, you can mine and you can craft things, right? Probably the easiest way to look about it is there are very few things in the game that you can't move. So if I want this flower, I take the flower. If I want water, I can pick up and move water with a bucket, and if I do it enough, the water will deplete, so then it'll just be soil underneath it. If I want to cut that tree, I can cut that tree. Anything you want to do in this game, that's what makes it so appealing to so many people, is how uniquely creative you can be. So you could make these really cool buildings, you could dig really deep into the Minecraft world and have like a hidden base underground. There's a lot of stuff you can do. So for today, kind of as we kind of roll into the Let's Play of the Minecraft game, I'm doing this in hardcore mode. There are two basic modes to Minecraft. There's like the standard survival mode, and then there's hardcore survival. The main difference is in hardcore, if you die, that's it. So if you die in the normal version, so the standard survival, no big deal. You'll spawn back in kind of where the game originated, and then you have to run back to your body so you can pick up all the things you had on you when you died. But in hardcore, you die, that's it. So I enjoy the risk with that. It keeps you on your toes. There isn't that safety blanket of if you die, no big deal. I want there to be a big deal attached to it, right? So this series will be a hardcore survival series. So this will be episode 0, because we're kind of just talking about Minecraft and getting us started here. But each episode will be taking this world further and further and just playing, truthfully. So, if you guys have any feedback of, hey, let's go to the desert, let's not hang out in the forest anymore, or, you want to see this gameplay go in a different direction, by all means, let's do it. Let's throw that in the comment section. I'll read it in the comments and adapt the gameplay to what you guys would like to see. So for right now, we're just picking up wood. I'm actually going to get a little bit closer to an actual little mini forest. So starting out in Minecraft, the day and night are two totally different things. So obviously, right? But during the day, if you're not going to run into very many like zombies or mobs or anything that can hurt you. But at night, it's the complete opposite. So when you first start up a game, especially in hardcore, I don't know why I'm picking flowers. I guess it's just a fun thing to do. When you first start out, you really want to rush and try to get some kind of a shelter built up, right? Food, shelter, safety, super important when you first start out, because you don't have a lot of time. So right now as we're playing and running around here, I'm collecting food. So from the sheep and the cows, they'll drop food when you take them out. So as you see, they fall down, you pick up the food. I'm also going to go after sheep because with the wool from the sheep, you can make a bed. And every time, as long as you have a bed, whenever the sun goes down, you can actually go to sleep and then wake back up when it's daytime again. So especially in hardcore, that's not a bad strategy to start out because then you're safe, right? I mean, if you're sleeping, you're in a safe spot so that you're not going to get taken out by any zombies, skeletons, that kind of thing. So in order to make a bed, you need to have 3 wool. So I'm going to take out at least, so there we go. Now I got 3. But again, survival is the name of the series, period, and it's the name of the game mode. But that's the name of the game to start out, because once nightfall hits, we don't have any armor, we don't have anything. Oh, look at that, little pony. Hey, little pony. We don't have anything really saved up yet to where we could engage with those guys. I mean, sure, we could take on a mob one-on-one. That wouldn't be the end of the world. But to take on a couple of them, not really worth it. So we spawned in. I actually don't hate this area. I mean, we've got some water here, a lot of open plains, got some trees around us. It's good to be near woods because you're going to need wood. So I'm going to probably set up the base over here. I just want to put it in a place that I'm not going to lose it, because you can imagine just kind of seeing around here, the world gets pretty big, but it also looks very similar, especially when you first start out. You're not going to know where the landmarks are, anything like that. So you want to set yourself up in a place that is easily recognizable, especially for quick runs where, sun's setting and you want to get back quickly. So I don't really have enough wood yet, so I need to cut more wood over here. You can kind of tell when you look up in the sky as well, just hunting for where the sun is, so you can see as it begins to darken. The game's actually pretty good about that. So is it perfectly realistic? No. The day and night cycles are not 24 hours. I mean, it's not going to be hours of gameplay here before the sun sets. I believe it's around a 10 to 11 minute cycle. So daytime will last you about 10 minutes. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, either you're going to be moving towards safety by the end of that 10 minutes, or just understand that you're going to be playing in nighttime as the sun's setting. So you'll see the color gradients on the sky change a little bit to indicate like sunset. And that's why we're going to kind of move along here with the wood. We're just going to build a very basic, simple house to start out. As the game develops, we'll turn that into an elaborate, cool looking house. But to start out now, I mean, we're just going to get some form of basic shelter. That way we don't have to engage with any of the mobs at night and risk dying and ending the game after one episode. That would be pretty embarrassing, and I guess we'd start all over again pretty quick. So we're just going to clean this up. I love this game because it allows me to flex my OCD a little bit. So, I see all these little things, and I don't want to leave the grass when I'm going to build a little house here. And eventually I'll polish all this dirt up so it's even on all sides. Because again, that's what's going to happen. So, inside of the inventory, you can see here, you have my avatar. This is where you get all of the things that you've picked up from the ground. So like the wheat seeds from whenever I've been cutting down the short grass, corn flour, sunflowers. We got some meat, the wool, some wood. With everything, there's a recipe book. So I'm not super experienced at the game. I haven't played it for, 6 years or anything like that. So the recipe book comes in handy. If you don't know the recipe for something, you can simply open up the book, find what it is that you're looking for, and it will tell you over on the side what you need to put into the window, and it'll default it in for you. So in this case, we're just trying to turn the logs into planks. So you can click to get multiples. So say I have 16 planks now. Or if you want to turn all of those logs into planks, you can use the shift key on PC and click, and it'll turn them all in. So now we have 52 birch planks. Bring back up the inventory again, and we're going to just make our little starter house here. Nothing too crazy, so we'll just do, I don't know, let's say 6 wide, and we'll just make it into a little square. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, it's not too bad. And then we'll put our door here. I actually want to be a little artistic in the beginning. Nothing crazy though. So again, Minecraft survival, very, very basic in terms of the, like, what's the goal here? It's to survive. There is an end game, meaning there's like an end of the game boss, but for most people, unless that is the quest in which you're, playing the game for, you can see how the sun's setting over there. So we got to kind of get moving here. I'm not worrying about the end of the game boss at this point, which is the Ender Dragon. I'm not starting this up expecting like, oh, we got to hurry, we got to go beat the dragon. This is a game of exploration and adventure. We're here to have fun. So we'll get to a point where that's going to be important, where, as the game develops, we decide that we want to engage with that and try to have that be the quest. But for right now, that is not at the top of our list. So what we're going to do now is look for a bed. And we're going to look for a door. So we're just going to put down the bed in the corner. We will turn around, and you'll see as it gets dark out, we'll start to get the mobs to show up. Put a little door on our house. And now we're safe. The only thing that we're not safe from is something flying in from above, which could totally happen, but it probably won't right now. So what I will also do, kind of while we're here, is also create what will be our ceiling. So if we're 6 by 6, 18 will probably not be enough, but we'd need more wood anyways. So now it's dark. If we were to go outside, let's see if we can find a mob here just to show you what they look like. See, we got a bunch of pigs over there. So a lot of the basic mobs you'll see in the beginning are zombies, which have like a bluish green tint to them, and skeletons, skeleton archers. So those, you can see kind of one over there. That's an Enderman, the black over there. They teleport. You do not want to engage with those because they will kill you really quickly early game. This is a creeper. They blow up. So when they get close to you, like say how he's kind of targeting me and running at me, if he gets next to me and there's a zombie, he will blow up, and anything within a couple block radius, it's going to hurt. So we're not going to engage with that. What we're going to do here is go to bed. And then you'll see when we wake back up, we're going to be back in the sunlight. So with the sequencing of day and night in Minecraft, it's not immediate that the zombies and all the creeps go away. So you can see how the zombies are on fire. They don't survive in daylight, but they do survive in like the sunrise. Just finish you off right after the sun rises. So they're not quite dead yet. You see now they disintegrate into smoke, but the creepers are still here for now. So I mean that'll change, especially as the sun continues to rise. They'll go away. You can kind of see them throughout the fields there. Skeleton archers also will kind of burst into flames and disappear during the day. The only exception with all of these mobs is they can survive in shade. So you have to be careful going through woods because they could easily be underneath the woods. So we haven't eaten yet, and that's because we need to get a furnace. So what we probably should do is so we could do a sword, we can do a shovel at this point. Could use some sticks. And then we'll need to get some more planks. So we'll get a wooden pickaxe. We'll get a wooden axe. And these, while it's not necessary in the beginning part of the game, those creepers are still here. Got to be careful. It's not necessary in the beginning of the game to have like the wooden instruments if you wanted to just pick up some dirt or mine some cobblestone or knock down a tree like you saw me do earlier. It does speed it up. So you can see here, chopping the wood is quicker than when I did it before, and I was just using like my hands. So the instruments speed up the process. As the game develops and you're trying to mine rarer metals or minerals, and you just want to cut down trees quicker, you certainly want instruments and upgraded instruments at that. So using ones that are, iron or diamond, etc. So for now, we're just going to get a little bit more wood so that we can expand that house just a little bit. Also, we're at half health now. Nothing to really worry about, but if that health dips too low, we can't sprint. So if for some reason we were trying to flee from a skeleton archer or a creeper was hot on our tail, you want to have the ability to sprint. I'm just looking for a little mine so that we can get some stone or cobblestone so that we can build a furnace really quick. With Minecraft, there are limits to the world, but the limits are pretty big. So I believe you can go down, I'm going to probably forget how many floors, but you can go down, I believe it's 70? Having like a brain freeze right now. I think it's 70 floors down. Well, I guess it's not contingent on the floor. It's depending on where you're at in the world. So you can see here by hitting F3 on PC, under the XYZ, it's kind of the middle left of the screen, that Y coordinate, so for me it says 71, you can go all the way down to what's called bedrock, which lives anywhere between, I think it's 0 to 6. So right now we're about 65 floors or 65 blocks above the bottom of the world. So you can't go any lower than that. And then you can go up, I think 200. So there really is, I mean, and then left to right, it goes for infinity. So, I mean, you're not going to find the outer bounds. Like if I just kept running in a straight line, you could just keep running in that straight line. All right, so now you can see we're down to 3. I thought there was a mine around here when we were running around. Down to 3 health, so we need to get some cobblestone here. Oh, this should do it. I just don't love digging underground. This will take a minute. I'll stand up here. So you can see here, just using the pickaxe, and if you're doing it in water, they're just going to float up to the surface. And then in order to build the furnace, we need 9 of them. So these minerals are how you upgrade items. So instead of a wooden pickaxe, if I wanted a stone one, you would use cobblestone. And then I'll show you how to craft that, and that's the second half of the title, right? Minecraft. Also the one here with the little black specks on it, that's coal. You use that to create torches. You could use that as a heating instrument. So when we use the furnace, you could either use wood or coal to ignite the furnace to keep it burning. Coal is a lot more efficient. So if you use wood, it's going to burn through a stack of wood pretty quickly. Coal is going to burn longer and use less, which, similar to real life, I mean, that kind of plays out. So get a little bit of coal. We want to make sure that we get enough cobblestone before we leave. So we have 8, 9, 10, and we still have 3 health, so let's see if we can just get this coal here, and then we'll head back. As you upgrade the weapons, they all move quicker as well. So right now, the speed at which I'm mining the coal is relatively slow for those of us that play Minecraft, but once you use a iron pickaxe, for example, this moves a lot quicker. So you'd be cutting through this, 2 times speed instead of at the slower pace that's going on right now. The other thing, when you're cutting something that's underwater, if you're underwater, it delays the speed in which it collects it as well. So, or that it mines it. So try to stay above water. So you can see now I'm trying to sprint, but because I'm low on food, I'm fatigued. It's not allowing me to sprint. It's not a big deal though during the daytime. So now we're back to our little house. We've got a good bit more wood. We now have enough to create our furnace. So we'll go in here. The furnace is 9. Is it 9? 3, 6, 8. 8 cobblestone. Put the furnace down. Let's not put it next to the bed. And then we'll put the coal in and we'll cook the beef. So coal on the bottom, you can put wood, planks, or coal on the bottom. As far as I've found, I mean, maybe there are other things you could put there, but those are the 2 main things I use. And then it's going to cook the meat. So now we're getting steak. And then in order to eat it, you just select it in your inventory, hold down right click, and now I got a lot of health back. So assuming we have enough wood, which we do, I'm also going to put a storage chest next to the bed. That way we can put things in here that we don't need. So some of the flowers, the leather we can come back to, the trees we'll come back to. We don't need any more doors. We'll plant wheat in a few minutes. And that way we can keep our inventory relatively organized here. All right, good deal. Let's see. We got more food, so we'll go ahead and eat that. Get us back to full health. And now we're going to finish off our house for now. So we'll do, I don't want to use all of that. Let's do this. And then, well, actually, no, let's turn them all into planks, but then we'll turn some of these into sticks. All right, perfect. So now we'll take this up one more level. I just usually go up 3, and then I'll put the roof on it, which are the planks that I made. So just a very simple, straightforward roof. Whoop, figured that would happen. And then 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so then using the planks, now we can just go here. And again, we're putting the roof on it for aesthetic reasons, but also because it will keep out any of the flying creatures. I think they're called phantoms, so we don't have to worry about that by setting it up this way. Plank here, plank there. So now we have pretty basic little house here, but what I want to do is find a tree that's different than birch to put as an accent on the sides. There's 1. Oh, that should probably be enough. I just need 1, 2, 3. I need 12. There's got to be more than just 1 tree, right? Yeah, there they go. So and this will be, oh, what are we doing here? Should jump it in place. This will be the end of our first 2 days here on the new Survival Hardcore series. So we'll finish up doing the house here. Next episode, we'll go into sustainable food. So we'll have a little wheat farm. We'll do an animal farm. So we'll bring some of the pigs and cows together in a pen. You can feed them, which will multiply them over time. And then they're a good source of food as well. Wheat is the easiest. Every time you plant wheat and it you plant the wheat seeds and it turns into wheat, you get wheat and seeds when you cut it. So, you plant 2 becomes 4 becomes 8. So it kind of multiplies out pretty quickly. Same thing. Oh, of course we're 1 short on the tree. I think they're probably over here. So it's pretty easy to create some bread. 3 wheat equals 1 bread. So pretty easy setup there. Just got to get the wheat planted, which we'll do next time. Got plenty of meat right now, so we don't have to really worry about that to this point. Alright, so just going to get our last little bit of wood here. Alright, that should be more than enough. You can see the sun's starting to go down over there to the left. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. But this terrain just starts to blend together. So, I can see the house off in a distance here. It's not that I remember exactly where I put it, but I put it on a little mini hill, built it up 3 high in a wood color that sticks out, doesn't blend in with the landscape. So when I go running off in a direction like that, if I forget which direction I came from, not the end of the world. So now we're just going to put this little accent on the side. And that will be it for the first 2 days. So, cool little house. Got ourselves a roof on top. Put some lanterns in here tomorrow. Actually, we could do that real quick before we sign off. Oh, all the coal is in the furnace. And our little torches are... Where are those little guys? Oh, they're not in the recipe book yet. So the other thing with the recipe book before we sign off for the first 2 days is you unlock things as you find them. So if you find a lot of sticks or you make a lot of sticks, you find coal, it'll unlock in the recipe book all the different things to have. And then if you're just looking without the crafting table, then you're going to only see a limited option of things to make. Whereas when you open up the crafting table, you'll get pages of things that you can craft. So different instruments, ladders, chests, etc., campfire. But for now, we'll do the torches and we'll light everything up next time. So that's it. So thank you all for watching this first episode, or this episode 0 of Minecraft. Next time, like I said, we're going to expand out in this world, and that's where we're going to go with this Let's Play. So anything that you all want to see, any places you want to explore, you want the house taller, shorter, go underground, go explore this, that's what we're here for. Let's Play, easy-going gameplay. So if you made it this far and enjoyed it, definitely subscribe, like, hit that little bell so you know when the next video comes out. But that's it. I will see you all next time.